when we were 18, right? Isha, right? And that's the one thing we feel very proud, When you grow up in this business, it's not the people who actually left you, it's the people who actually stick with you. So thank you for that very kind introduction and the word tonight. And I hope you guys hear what he say, He is not talk about his background to impress you. He's not here to share, how good he is, but he's talking about what is the mission, okay? What we can do together. So definitely good evening, WSB. I'm Ting Chu from Jimmy Carter Financial Center. Definitely we are so proud to be part of this community, and from the coast to coast. And this is the best community ever. 20 years in the business. Definitely very proud, not only to be the world system builder and also to really, you guys are all my extended family, right? So tonight I'm going to share something actually from my heart, and then also my background come from the teaching background. I was a teacher by professional. So when I came into this industry and when Coach talked about the diverse platform, and I really fall in love with it, So is it start the sharing, please? Yeah, thank you. All right, we have the handsome Sam actually helping us here in Jimmy Carter Financial Center. So all of you know, this is our platform. We are the platform for all. And when Coach launched this program back to literally, on the 2010, right? And honestly, a lot of the, yeah. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people actually, did not understand why Coach, moving to this financial education, why we need a platform for all, right? But if you look at all this, is that incredible? We actually can not only serving the client on the prudential side, the saving, debt management, estate reserve, and the education. Seriously, that is honestly tell the truth. That's how actually our team become a CEO team and become the EVC team, because that is the door opener for us. So today I want to share with you with my teaching background plus in WSP 20 years, so 30 years experience. And then we're going to dive into how we're going to help the student into the full ride scholarship, okay? So we're very proud to say our team actually helping more than 100 million scholarship. You name it, from all the different schools, the UPenn, the Penn, the Georgia Tech, the Georgia State, to UCLA, to you name it, Mercer, to UGA, to we even have Harvard too, okay? So actually you can help. We are the only firm, okay? Actually a lot of the company, they only can do college coaching, okay? They don't know how to do college the funding or the grant and scholarship, okay? So we are actually the only firm can combine these two together. We're the only organization, right, in WSB, the World System Builder, we're the only organization. So this is just a little tip from my experience, okay? How to really get the full ride scholarship, the first one, you got to prepare early, okay? When is early? 3rd grade, 1st grade, 3 years old. You start to teaching the students what is money, okay? Second one, you strive for the strong academic performance. Most of the school, especially the top school, you want to have the, literally not only the need-based the scholarship, you got to the merit scholarship. You got to have the high performance, right? And then you enroll in the challenging courses, okay? And then at the same time, you have the good stand out in your extracurricular activity. Now I want to emphasize, for a lot of students, they just copy what people do. Once a time, everybody do fencing. Once upon a time, everybody do, badminton, right? Or whatever. But what is the best from you, okay? Can you bring the best of you? And also apply multiple school, of course, Normally you talk about 10 to 12 school, you don't want to overwhelm too, okay? And then so the range you can, and that's our coaching program. Then we're going to go through this with you, right? Then also build a strong relationship with teachers and counselor. This is the most student did not make this relationship. And you'll be amazing. Actually, if you have a very good teacher and a counselor relationship, they give you a lot of so-called free, okay? Like here we have our senior marketing director, Rita. I mean, her daughter get not only a full ride scholarship and also all the application is free. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that's a very important. But a lot of students, they feel very, very shy to do that, right? And then also you submit it on the outstanding application. And then this is where our the coaching program come in, right? Okay. Now let's dive into the financial aid. Okay. So there are 4 types. One is the grants, another one is called scholarship, and also work study and the student loans. Okay. So what's a grant? Grant is the money you don't have to pay back. Okay, except there is some withdrawal, you know. So if you are in the federal state, they have a Pell Grant, they have a federal supplemental education. Teachers have a special teacher education assistant. There is the Iraq, Afghanistan, the service grants. I know we just have promoted a brand new green jacket, right, from the Raquel's team, right, from Afghanistan. So there are many grants out there, all right? Then also there is the private scholarship. This is something actually people did not think about. You know, everybody think about a scholarship, they only think about the need-based, which is when a family really need the supplemental. No, actually, some scholarships are merit-based, okay? It depends on your leadership, your academic, your special achievement. And also you can combine, you know, your academic and unique quality, right, with your talent, skill, like in our team and other, you know, the team, I mean, the SMD Bishop, the same thing. The daughter actually played badminton, bowling, right, and get into the scholarship in the Vanderbilt full ride scholarship. But they built it since they were very little, right, you know, Cara Marie. And so eligible, and then also there are like different heritage, the community involvement career goal. I mean, many of you have the AAPI, many of you has, you know, maybe the technology or nursing society, all the different private scholarship you actually can search, okay? Now, this is some of the scholarship searching agent. The tip is do not pay a lot of money. If you pay a lot of money to get to the scholarship, then it's not right. This is a few of the very good legitimate one, okay? Now, this is also you know, once a year, and right now it's going on. I want to encourage your student that should get into it if they are need-based or they are very outstanding, you know, leadership, community service, you know, all of them. I have a student get in, you know, the Gates Scholarship, right? The Crestbridge, go into the UPenn, to Coca-Cola, you know, the Pulse Foundation, to Georgetown. So all this, okay, this is a very big scholarship. But then at the same time, there are a lot of smaller scholarship, all right? And I will tell you later. Now, this is a very important also for the parents. Please talk to your student about work study. What's a work study? You actually is a part-time jobs. You can work in your undergraduate and graduate school with the financial aid, okay? And they can cover you, right? And you actually can enroll in the school. And this is very, very important because they have a chance to do some of the, you know, the experience in the school too. And some of our students actually don't have the money to do the room and board. Maybe they got a full ride on their academic, the tuition only. So then they can do the work study in their room and board. You know, that happened too, right? And then so it really, your total work study award depends on when you apply, okay? And the level of your needs and then your school available funding. Now, the key word is first come, first serve, okay? All right. Then another type is called the federal loan, okay? And again, because today I only have 20 minutes, so I give you the most precise one, okay? But after, if you have a question, if I can helping you and your team, let me know. So this is the money, you know, the least, okay? The money you borrow, you will pay the interest. They have the, sometimes they pay early and sometimes later, okay? It's called subsidized and unsubsidized. I will share with you. And also the benefit, you know, the lower rate and no credit interest. And again, I always tell the parents, do not sign for their student loan because you know what? They can loan anything else but the retirement loan, right? You have to take care of yourself before you take care of other people, all right? And of course, they have to check the eligibility. So here, there are two big categories. One is subsidized loan, and another one is unsubsidized. Again, there are many details, who will qualify and not qualify, but most of the time is actually when you apply for your FAFSA and then you apply, they will give you the limitation already, okay? Now, so basically, subsidized is what? You don't have to pay the interest, okay, until after you graduated, and then you maybe about 6 months of a grace period. Subsidized is the money you already, when you started taking out the loan, then you have to start to really pay the interest. So again, I often encourage a student only take the subsidized loan, okay, all right? And and then of course you can also get to the private loan, and oftentimes married parents they co-sign, and they put the parents, legally responsibility to pay back. And honestly, tell the truth, I personally don't, and that's why I will tell the parents to say, hey, you know what? We have the financial workshop. I want you to invite you to sit down and learn about how money works, and then so you understand how it is works. So you don't have to sign the student loan for your student. Okay, all right. And then also a lot of people say, well, I am overqualified already. I have a very high income. Honestly, tell the truth, is the myth. Okay. It's not true, because if you strategy right and then you plan ahead, okay, at least 2 years ahead, so which means the latest one is a sophomore, so then you have the chance, okay, to really do it. Now, if you really want to saving for your kids, then there are a few of the options, okay. One is called the 529 saving plan, another one is called Commondale saving plan, another one is Roth IRA and Index Universal Life. So this is where when I talk to the student about the scholarship and grants, and then I will also talk to them about the plan. Why? Because again, when the parents taking all this workshop, again, people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. You agree? Okay. So again, I'm not going to go through each one of the detail, but at the same time, I want to highlight, so it used to be 529 plan, it actually cost the student at index SAI. Now only count as asset, okay? But then it's actually not reported on the FAFSA. So, but the strategy is still using them as you can and why you can, especially a lot of the, the primary, secondary, if they go to the private school or if they go to some summer camp, they're actually able to take 10,000 already, then you spend it. So then later on you get a chance to actually to get more, all right? Then Commondale saving plan, each state, the only challenge for this one is actually the owner of the asset is actually the students, okay? So God forbid if the student decide not to go to college, then they decide to buy a brand new car, right? Then you can have no choice, okay? You're saving all this year for him or her, but then she will decide to do something different, you don't know. Then the Roth IRA, this is a lot of people actually using this as a vehicle because, it is one of the the limitation. They don't have a limitation for the higher education, okay? And it's the same, the tax-free, and they don't have the SAI restriction. They don't have the ownership issue. The parents can own. And then, so a lot of people actually will think about it when student was young and they couldn't use this one, okay? And you'll be amazed most of the people actually never heard about Index Universal Life. And this is where I started to educate them about it, So this is where there's no restriction at all. So the strategy is even for the student get into the college at 18, right? You don't want to help them to pay anything until they are 22. Even they graduated, before the graduation, like we have a student very lucky, right? Just happened to be one of their alumni, the company go public. And so he actually paid for everybody's tuition for the senior. So then if you pay off it, then you're not going to get the advantage, right? And also a couple of years ago, I mean, Biden has a new law about 10,000 forgiveness for the loan, right? So many people actually already pay, so then they don't even get the break from there. So if you put in the index universal life, you don't have that issue, isn't it? Okay. Then also the penalty for, there's no penalty, and if you need to withdraw, you don't have to using for the so-called college. You can actually go to anything else. Maybe they got a full ride scholarship. Maybe they get a extra, the grants or the things. So then actually you can use them for their buying the house, or the down payment for their business or anything, right? Okay, and as well as the tax issue, the tax-free advantage, and then there's no the ownership issue, and then also SAI issue. Okay, all right. And of course, there is the account earning, ability to change beneficiary, control the withdrawal, and investment option, and also state tax deduction. So basically, only 529 plan has the tax deduction vary by the state, okay, and the rest of them don't have deduction, right? And then also they all can change the beneficiary, and 529 plan and Commondale, you have to use them for the college, okay? But Roth and Index Universal Life actually tax-free, okay? And control of the owner, most of them can control, but then Commondale, again, like I mentioned, is actually reached the legal age, 18 years old, all right? Okay? So this is the very crazy thing. There are more than 10,000 scholarships out there covering the tuition, the housing, and books. I don't know any one of you actually are lefted. Anyone? Yeah, you're left-handed, there is a scholarship for that. Do you know that? If you are a woman who wear the size 2 and size 4, size 2, actually, less than size 4, you actually have some scholarship for it, right? If there is it's actually Asian, okay? You have to be Asian 5 feet under, then there is a scholarship for that. Do you know that? Yeah, and so any kind of the sports, any kind of, you name it, it's amazing. But the key is what? You have to have the family meeting. You got to educate them, financially since they were day one, okay? Do not wait until they are college, right? And then they say, oh, where are we going to find, right? Some of our students go through the ROTC program, right? So I work with the ROTC for the student to go in, right? Some of them also the different delta, right? The Kappa Delta, you have, you name it, okay? So do not think about, say, hey, if I don't have the money, I'm overqualified, but sit down and look for it, and you're going to find it. So this is some of the resources I actually get from. So then you guys get it as a reference, okay? So because my time is up, so I have to thank you, everyone. So I hope give you a little tips, and then let's start early. And so there's plenty for our student, right? All right, thank you. All right, well, again, we are the best company, the best platform, and we have the best vehicle, to helping the family. But the key is what? Are you here to win? Okay? Most of the time when you look at the people on the stage, you will just come back from the G25, right? They are getting the award, and what's the difference between them and you? Right? So I would like to invite our next speaker, our trainer, our great sister from Canada. My God, this lady, this words is very impressed me when she said at one time, and I happened to search right on our community. She said, if you decide to be uncomfortable, and you can do it. So this is an unstoppable lady, our GX CEO builder. Can you all help me? Welcome, Ms. Ola Drakuni Saraki!
Hello.
Hello, sister. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you, Tin Chu, for taking us through this college planning. Wow, amazing. Honestly, great information. Thank you so much. Yeah, tonight my name is Olajumoke Seriki. Well, I have my training for today is going to be what we call winning, right? So we all want to win, right? It's so important that we understand winning. Sorry, 1 second. Awesome. So can you see my screen? Awesome.
Looks good.
Awesome. So thank you. That's my topic for today, winning. So my name is Olajumoke Serik. I'm from Kitchener Financial Center in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. So tonight is going to be all about why are we in the business? We are all in the business to win, right? So winning, what do I say winning is? Winning is an habit, right? So winning, they said, is temporary. But if you have winning habit, it's permanent, according to Coach Swan, right? So we all need to develop winning habits. That is what is permanent, right? So winners having a winning habit, and you know the losers, they have losing habit. So what habit do you have? You are here to change your life, to change your family's life. What is your own habit? Do you have a winning habit or you have a losing habit? So if you really want to win, do you know you can use 30 days to make an habit, 60 days to make a progress, and 90 days to see results? So if you want to win, you need to discipline yourself for the next 90 days. 90 days relentless. This is what I want to challenge each and every one of us. Do you know you can change your life and you can and your habit in 30 days? Let's say you are a late person. You always come late to the meeting, to event, to appointment. Do you know if you decide to be 10 minutes early to any appointment, jobs or party for the next 30 days, you can be early person for the rest of your life? Do you believe that? If you can stick to physical exercise for 30 days without fail, you can keep that routine, right? If you go in the field every night for 30 days, honest, what do you? You are going to develop. Sorry, can you see my screen? All right, what happened? So you are going to develop a winning habit that will last a lifetime, all right? So I really want us to look into winning. Winning is an habit, and this is a habit we can all form if you are ready to win. All right, so what do they say? The small change will make a big impact. Showing up is an habit, as we said. What if you could make a small change in your daily habit and start, let's say, saving the first 4 hours every day? What if you show up early, 8 a.m.? Our coach said, can we show up at 8 a.m.? If you show up at 8 a.m., do you know we are going to have 7 figures income? Let's try it and see. Many people that show up 8 a.m. consistently will make 7-figure income. Take charge of your business. This is all from our coach. He said, God gets us to the place, but once you are there, you are on your own. This is a quote from Ted Williams. Many depend on others for answers, where, how, why, instead of taking responsibility, right? We have some team member that, you know what, my upline must do everything. My trainer must be everything. Where am I going? How do I do this? Why should I do this? They say, you know what, financial independence requires personal independence. You need to take ownership of your own growth and action. Let me tell you key points. We need to stop waiting for others to guide or solve our problem. Don't rely on sponsors, leaders, or the company to run your business. Step up, act like an owner, and become a servant leader. That is when you can win. You need to be independent before you can achieve financial independence. It's in our system builder book. Read it to know. Do you know a lot of people cannot win? Why? Because of fear. Fear is one of our enemies. If you know the meaning of fear, it's nothing. It's just for expression appearing real. So fear controls people. They hold them back and slow them down. Do you know when you go into business, there's some people express so many fears. Oh, fear of what people will say about me, fear of rejection. I can't talk to people. Fear of not knowing enough. Fear of competition. Everybody knows about WFG. Who is going to follow me? Fear of failures. Fear of public speaking. Fear of uncertainty. And a lot more fear. Let me tell you, fear is a luxury of your mind that you cannot afford. So remove fear from you and you are going to go far. These are the control your destiny, control your fear and turn it into good use. These are the success principle. For you to succeed, for you to win, you need to have a strong desire. You need to believe in your destiny. You need to have a strong reason to fight for. Have a good mission. Have a goal with a written plan. Have a system and a mentor. Have the ability to learn and follow. Have compassion for people. Have family support and always stay positive at all time. Change the way you think. Do you know you are going to change your habits and you will change your life? So, 30 days relentless. If each and every one of us will say, you know what, I decided to win this month from today. So what do? Never go home before 11 p.m. while you are building the business. You need to be disciplined and consistent. Even without appointments, stay in the field, meet people, and create opportunities. The first month might be very tough, but activity will increase, leading to momentum and is going to unstoppable growth. Anyone serious about the business must show up every day like a real business person. Most people struggle with discipline when working for themselves compared to working for others. When we are working for others, you know what, when they say you cannot go for lunch, you have to finish this assignment, you have to finish this task, we stay there until it's completed. But when we are working for ourselves, we lose focus easily and we are undisciplined. That's why a lot of people cannot win. Few people go out daily. Consistency separates the success from average. So how many of you go out every day? How many of us go out consistently every day and say, you know what, I must win. I must win. Until I win, I'm not going to stop working. Be relentless, inevitable, and consistent. That is what builds success. So winning will not just come easily except you form that habit. You know what? I really want us to look at one result a day. By the time you go to bed, if you don't know what you are doing today, tomorrow is already lost. You don't fail because you were born under the wrong star. Why? You fail because you don't prepare to win. So when you advise your clients, are you following your own advice? It takes a high level of discipline and focus in order to plan to win. So I want us to have a clear goals. If you're a part-timer, what do? You have to have one result tomorrow, either one recruit or one sale. Full-timer minimum of one a day personal, and for your base, two or to five a day or more, depending on the size of your team. With a clear target, you will focus on result. Otherwise, you will be busy but not productive. Do you want to be just busy without being productive? We need to be productive. One result a day, we need to wake up early. For part-timers, sit down and have an hour to plan how you will achieve your goals. Full-time, be at the office at 8 a.m. Break the day into tasks. Schedule appointment to stay positive, to stay productive. Read your emotional goals every day. Our master coach talks about our emotional goals, our bubble chart. Recharge yourself with the reason why you work for your family and why you want to build it big. First step is close your eyes. Let your instinct reveal 5 people in your team who will deliver. They are the most ready and willing. Work with them. Step 2, you open the bubble chart and find the team members under these 5 people who want to do GX. Step 3, what do? Once you finish assigning tasks to those committed people, you know how you will get the target result for the day. Step 4, if you have extra time, look at the rest of the bubble chart to see if there are important problems you want to solve. This is how you can win. One result a day, focus on results. You would normally think that if you have activities, you won't get result, right? That is good, but not good enough. Focus on result and then identify the people with the activities that will provide this result. That is how to run a productive business. So build strong trade builders. You can't change the mindset of builders from weak to strong. You can. From uncertain to unpredictable. No one will be motivated to go to work at 8 a.m. or go out in the field unless they know they can get a result today. So share success strategy with your team. Duplicate effective habits to grow your organization. An arrow is useless until it has a target. That's a proverb, right? So we need to have targets. So you know what? If you want to win, what do? Just do it. When your team does not move, what do? Keep on moving yourself. If your team does not recruit, what do? Just recruit. If your team does not sell, you go and sell. If your team does not go to the meeting, go to the meeting. If your team does not go to the convention, what do? All the more for you to go. You care for your team, but you don't care. You need them, but you don't need them. Just keep on keeping on. That is when you're going to win. And when you win, you are going to have more winners that will join you. Let me tell you a new dimension in time. Biggest cause of failure is time. A lot of our people will recruit, what do they say? I don't have time. And that's the weeks. Success requires discipline. What do? Treat your business like it's non-negotiable. Don't let what? Your personal schedule, distraction, or excuses takes priority. Right? Everyone has challenges, yes. Family, job, responsibility, but successful people make time despite that. Without consistency and commitment, I'll tell you, people drift into routine, work, chaos, entertainment, while their dreams fade. Everyone is busy. The difference is whether you let time control you or you control your time to build your future. So which one are you? Do you let time control you or you control your time? You know what? These are the dimension in time. I want you to look at, we have 5 types of people in our business. We have number 1, no timer. We have one that is set some timer, right? We have the part timer and we have the full timer and we have all the timer. Who is going to win? Either you follow other people's schedule or you follow your own schedule. Either you do it for you or you do it for others, but you certainly will be busy. So if you are all timer, you definitely know that you are going to win. So for you to win, what do you need to do? You need to focus on GX. GS is just our dimension, is our GPS. They said a team who build through promotion is not going to have a consistency and perseverance of GS system. Promotion driven motivation tend to be stopped and until the next title run. So what do we all need to do? Qualify for GX. Either you are CEO or EVC or training associate, do GS. Become GS3. Become build a base with GS. Build 5 GS and become a counter. 10 GS become a big counter. Continue to do GS and build more GS and you are definitely going to win. You know, as a trainee, when you are MD in training, you just do GS, right? Become trainer, become MD builder, and you started building MD factory. SMDs and above. You are EVC, SEVC, wherever, continue to build GS. GS is our game. So I really want us to know that when you continuously build GS, you are going to be in Titan. Titan is a winning habit. That's when you are going to shape your habit. You will have discipline. Discipline, showing up every day, every meeting, every event. Showing up is the first steps and the most important steps in our business. You have to focus on a trainer guidebook. You have a new recruit, make sure they have trainer guidebook. They have to have their emotional goals. Why are they in the business? They have to know about the 8 bubbles. Go through that within the first 1 month. GS runner, bubble chart, they have to have that. Assignment. Assign assignment to your team. Call your team, prospect, drop by, stop by. Expect 1 result a day for you to really win, right? So if you are really want to win, you are going to be, must be very, very aggressive. You are not aggressive if not. If you go to any meeting and you wish that, oh, more of your team members should listen to this, wow, why are they not here? You are not. If you go to the convention and you sit in the back, they say, why? You are not aggressive enough. If you are in a meeting or in a conference call and you are not prepared to share, what are you? You are not aggressive enough. You fail a contest and you say that, you will qualify next time. Wow, you are not aggressive enough. If you declare a goals and you know that you can eat and you don't even do half of it, are you aggressive? No. If you ask your partner to go to a meeting and you both end up half an hour late, you are not aggressive enough. That's not winning. If you have any appointment but you don't close any, you are not aggressive enough. If you go back home because your appointment is cancelled tonight, no way, you are not aggressive. For you to win, you have to be aggressive. You have no new name on your share list in the last 7 days, you are not aggressive enough. If you have only 1 strong leg, wow, you are not aggressive enough. Build more legs. If you count on your team production to pay your bills, you are not aggressive enough. If you go home before 11 p.m., what do I say? You are not aggressive enough. If you sit in the front of the computer more than half an hour per day, you are not aggressive enough. If you walk into a meeting, I don't know who on your team is there and who is not. Wow, you are not aggressive enough. If you come to a meeting later than your team and leave before them, no, you are not aggressive enough. If you walk to talk, we want to talk, but you hold back because you are thinking, huh, I'm a small fish, you are not aggressive enough. If you are in a conference call and you report no result 2 weeks in a row, you are not aggressive enough. If you don't have at least 3 personal recruits per month, 315, you are not aggressive enough. If your spouse asks you why the business is going south and you say, I don't know, you are not aggressive enough. Go and check your bubble chart. If your parent worries about you and tells you to find a job, you are not aggressive enough. You are not trying hard enough. You need to try hard for you to win. Winning means you are willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else. This is from Vince Lombardi. Winning is about struggle and effort and optimism, and never, ever, ever give up. That is winning. So for us to win, it's about struggle. You need to struggle to make sure you win. Put in effort for you to really win big in this business. This is the message I have for you tonight. Thank you so much. We can all win big if you prepare to win and we are ready to win. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you. And have a nice day. Good evening, everyone. Bye for now. Thank you.